Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Harden, and this is English Creative Writing 400. And I am going to be reading a passage from week 3, the narrative 3, um, titled Blood Bonds, Antonio. Okay, so, Mr. Busini, if we don't get on top of this situation soon, things are going to get carried away, Antonio said, speaking in reference to what happened at the restaurant a couple of weeks ago. Perturbed with Tony's lust for blood, Mr. Busini reached across the bar where they were sitting and slapped Antonio across the face. Antonio, what's your problem? Always questioning my judgment. I've been a boss for well over 25 years, and I've never had a problem. You seem to forget that I'm the chief and you're the Indian. I love you like a son, but you need to be patient. War is not always good for business. The last thing we need is heat drawn to us. As Antonio sat and received the words of so-called wisdom, he let it go through one ear and out the other. The fact of the matter was, he was fuming and embarrassed of what just took place. Antonio made a mental note of Busini slapping him and vowed never again. Do you hear me talking to you? Mr. Busini asked. Yes, Mr. Busini, you just nothing. You're hard-headed, but soon you'll learn. Now, I need you to pick up some money from Mrs. Craig's Floral Boutique and take a couple of guys with you. It's not safe right now outside the house. He told Lucky to ride with him and sent the other two to follow. Antonio and Lucky hopped into a black S400 Mercedes-Benz with Jeff and Vic, while Jeff and Vic got into a Crown Victorian. Man, that was pretty cold, how Mr. Busini slapped you in the face in front of the whole family. How's everybody going to respect you after that? Lucky remarked. So, what the hell are you saying, Lucky? You don't respect me now? Antonio grimaced. Nah, I'm just saying. Antonio immediately pulled his piece and put it to the right side of Lucky's head. I will blow your head off. Who do you think you're talking to? How dare you even try to talk to me like that? Antonio spoke in rage. I was just saying, Tony is all. Lucky was pleading. Well, make sure when you speak, you choose your words wisely. You can mess around and say something that can get you killed. You understand me? Tony retorted. Yeah, boss, I understand. How about you get that damn gun out of my face? I'm trying to drive over here. As Tony put his gun away, he retrieved his cell phone from his left pocket. What's the phone for? Lucky asked. Who are you calling? I'm calling Lickens to let him know where this Dave fella is going to be at tomorrow. I want him to ruffle his feathers a bit. I thought Mr. Busini didn't want him touched. Listen, Lucky, soon I'll be boss. So I'm acting on this situation alone. As I stated, my vision for this piece was to develop Antonio as a complex character who struggles with loyalty, pride, and ambition. I was inspired by classic crime dramas where power, respect, and cliche violence constantly clash. I want readers to pay attention to Antonio's shift from embarrassment under Busini's authority to his reckless decision to act alone. His dialogue, rage, inner conflict reveal his dangerous ambition, showing how a single slap can ignite the fire that changes everything. This piece is actually from a book that I had written almost 15 years ago. I just recently published it. It is on Kindle, or what is that, Amazon or whatever. I also have numerous writings. Until this class, until taking English, period, I really never wrote with much structure because I felt like it took away from the creativity. But now that I understand the structure in writing, I understand its purpose. That's why, you have a lot of people. That's why you have editors. That's why you have critics, because those are the people who dive deep into your writings, and they that's what they do. They find the flaws. I feel like I'm a pretty decent writer. I kind of self-professed it. Um, you know, Out of 15 years, I've written about 4 books. I'm only putting out one so far. Hopefully, if you ever see any writings attached to my name, hopefully you check them out and, give a good read. That's it. Thank you.